Lawyers have read it. What is a detail that your client failed to bring up to you that completely lost you the case? 1. A friend of mine is a lawyer, and he told me about a client who showed up to court wearing the exact same outfit he had on during the burglary. When the CCTV footage was presented as evidence, the client looked down at himself and went, "Oh no." 2. This wasn't my client, but the son of the opposing party, and possibly the party himself, lied about being blind to seem more sympathetic as a witness. None of us knew until he took the witness stand. Their lawyer asked him to take the oath, and he picked up the card and read it aloud. That was just the cherry on top of a series of absurd events. The judge dismissed the whole case in our client's favor shortly after. I was just a trainee at the time, but my boss, who was in her late 60s, said it was the most ridiculous case she'd ever worked on. 3. We had a case with a woman who claimed the dry cleaners ruined her expensive fur coat. The coat was damaged, but the dry cleaners argued the stains were already there. The judge ordered an expert opinion, and the lab results showed the coat had traces of cocaine and other illegal substances. This led to a raid on her home, where her husband was convicted after police found several kilograms of substances. 4. I was in a hit-and-run accident where my leg was seriously injured. The driver was caught. It turned out to be a rich kid driving his mom's convertible Porsche. He denied everything. During the trial, the prosecutor asked how long he'd been driving, and he replied, "Do you mean legally or illegally?" The judge immediately started questioning him about his illegal driving, and his defense team just sank into their seats. Unsurprisingly, he lost the case. A year later, he tragically died in a boating accident. He flipped a speedboat while on vacation, and it turned out he had been drinking. Sometimes, life has a way of balancing things out. 5. I'm not a lawyer, but my parents went through a long, messy divorce that dragged on for 2.5 years in court. My dad claimed my mom was trying to take 100% of everything based on a settlement offer she sent him. What he didn't tell his lawyers was that her original offer, sent to his previous lawyers, was for a fair 60-40 split. The 100% offer was just a response to an equally ridiculous offer he sent first. Once my mom proved her initial offer was reasonable, the judge basically ruled everything according to that first offer. My dad's lawyers were furious because they had built their entire case around the claim that she was being unreasonable. I think their argument was about her not sending genuine settlement offers, but I'm not entirely sure why. My dad's real goal wasn't to win, it was just to drag out the fight. But that original offer exposed his lie to the judge, and the rest of the process went very quickly after that. 6. Not my story, but my mentor's. This is a classic example of why you should never ask a question in court if you don't already know the answer. During a divorce trial, the wife accused her husband of abusing her during the marriage. My mentor's client whispered to her that it was absolutely not true. So, on the stand, my mentor asked, "At any point in the marriage, did you lay your hands on your wife?" He replied, "One time we were having an argument, and I held her down on the couch until she stopped arguing with me." What? My mentor said it felt like watching a train wreck in slow motion. The client had never mentioned this before, and somehow, in his mind, it wasn't abuse. The judge ended up awarding the wife a lot more money as a result, and the husband was completely confused. My mentor, on the other hand, was fuming.